I figured we had to start this pod off the right way. Even though Coach Man thinks that this type of music is like groove music to get busy to, I want to start this podcast off in a somber way.
Oh,
Mourning two losses that we had today. One being that of the most beautiful ring announcer that there ever was. From her curly brown locks to her round bosoms to her beautiful, beautiful, beautiful voice. Everybody, we lost Samantha Irvine today. Shouts out to a real one. I really don't know where she's gonna go, what's gonna happen, where she's gonna be. But Samantha Irvine is no more in WWE. And it happened so fast, without any way of us knowing. And then secondly, one of my favorite WWE superstars just lost his Intercontinental Championship. And we're here to talk about it all. So let's get to it. All right, now, guys, this is your Monday Night Raw re-up, and we are going to talk about everything that happened. Oh,
what the hell? Can we pick a damn title? I'm
still trying out names. Leave me alone. Come on.
What the heck? It's Raw Rebound, all right?
Re-up. Just re-up. Rebound sounds bad. Re-up sounds good.
Tough. We already called, it's a democracy. We voted. Rebound.
Okay, somebody got to go and change the name because I'm definitely calling it the re-up. I already named the pod. Look, we gotta try it. Come on, guys, re-up. Just try it one time. Say it, Fritos. Raw re-up.
Raw re-up.
It's not how I sound at all.
That's pretty close.
What else? You know what, Coachman? I'm not even gonna waste the F-bomb on you on that one.
Good, because we only get one.
Anyways, this Raw on October 21st, 2024, this is your review, and it emanates from the place, the home of WrestleMania 40, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but there was no brotherly love in the building tonight. As we head into the show, literally we see arrivals from Jey Uso, Bron Breakker, American Made, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. Then we cut to Bron Breakker, and he's entering the arena, and he gets jumped by Seth Rollins, Seth Bronson with his briefcase, and then WWE officials break it up. And then Seth, his music hits, and he walks down to the ring, and then Seth tells Bronson if he wants to be famous, he'll make him famous. He calls Bronson Reed out to the ring, but the general manager Adam Pearce walks out with WWE officials. Bronson Reed throws WWE officials on the stage and pushes them away. He gets close to ringside, and Seth with the suicide dive onto everybody. And he grabs Bronson, but Bronson picks him up and throws him into the ring apron. Then after that, Seth gets in the ring, and both men with rights and lefts just going back and forth at each other as officials try to break it up. As they finally break it up, Rollins walks away, and WWE officials hold Bronson back. So, what did you guys think of this mass chaos to start Monday Night Raw?
I thought Drew was going to be there. I thought Bronson was going to hit him with 20 tsunami or whatever. Future Booker of the Year.
20 tsunamis. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. But yeah, I love this feud. Everything about this feud, I love it. It's going to elevate Bronson even further. It gives Seth something to do till Punk heals up. So I'm all for it.
It's fair enough.
Yeah, I thought this was a great way to open the show. And what I loved about it was that it continued on 3 different times throughout the show. And I just thought that it was great. I think right now, anything with Bronson Reed, I am fully invested in just because of the chaos that he causes. And I hope they stick that. It seems like this is what they're sticking with his character, is that wherever he goes, chaos will ensue, and I'm all for it. I think it's going to be fantastic, and it's going to lead to him hopefully shot somewhere down the line, and maybe even a championship run.
Indeed, the Intercontinental Championship is going to look real good to him here real soon, but that's later on in the show. After that, we have Damage Control with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. So we cut back to backstage, and Jackie Redmond, who is with Damage Control, and they tell Jackie they are not done with Jada Bianca, but in come Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Liv tells Nia Jax that she came to her show last week because she is jealous of her. She has the title, Dominic Mysterio, Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez, and she will have the crown jewel title. Then she's interrupted by Damage Control, and Liv tells them that Raquel and herself used to be women's tag team champions, and Damage Control challenges them to a match later, and Livs accepts it, and I'm not looking forward to that. From there, we go to a commercial break. From that moment, we have the WWE World Tag Team Championship Contenders Tournament. It's New Day versus AOP. Like I said, the bell rings underway, and Woods and Akam start the match. Woods does a quick tag on to Kofi, and they double team Akam. Woods is tagged back in. He goes for the cover. Akam kicks out an arm bar. And then Woods with the double axle handle on the Akam's left arm. Then after that, we see Karrion Kross at ringside, and then we see Miz sitting on the edge of the announce table. Now this is what I've been telling you guys. I believe Miz is joining the Final Testament. I almost called them the Judgment Day for a minute. And then, like I said, but then we go back to the action. Kofi is chopping Razor, and they're going back and forth. Kofi hits the boom drop. Kofi goes to Trouble in Paradise, but Razor catches him and throws him into a fall away slam. Then R-Truth jumps the barricade. He attacks the Miz. Then R-Truth with a kick onto Cross that distracts Razor. Kofi rolls him up, and they get the pin. The New Day win, and they advance into the tag team tournament. As the New Day are celebrating on the ramp, R-Truth is jumped by Final Testament in the ring. Kofi tries to run to the ring, but Woods stops him. The quarterback QB1 stops him and does not let him go to the ring to help Truth. What did you guys think of this moment?
I mean, I love the fact that Wyatt Six got involved. It's going to elevate Final Testament, I feel like. Hopefully, finally give them a decent story since everyone's tired of them. It's going to play well since I feel they're fairly even matched with both men and female contenders or wrestlers. So I'm looking forward to it. It also plays in well because one of Bray's was it before the 2020 cut? One of his feuds was with The Miz. Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it plays in with more of Bray's legacy on top of that as well. And also with the history of Bo being in Miz's shadow when they were tag team
The B
together.
team.
Yep.
The B team.
I forgot about the B team.
Mm-hmm. So this
Him
also
and Kurt
plays in.
Axel.
So
Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel, sorry.
The one thing I'm hoping is that we get R-Truth trying to join the Wyatt Six, like some goofy gear, because it's going to be hysterical. It's going to be gold. And everything he does with comedy is gold.
It's true. Very true.
Yes,
What do you
it
think
is.
about the Wyatt Six return, Coachman, and obviously the New Day and Kofi Woods not letting Kofi help R-Truth?
I would have been okay. I was okay with either one winning this match. I thought this was I think whatever happened, each team was going to look strong. And I agree with Fritos that the Wyatt Six elevate the Final Testament, something that they've kind of needed ever since their feud with the Street Profits. I mean, even that kind of felt not as strong as it should have been during WrestleMania season. So, yeah, I think it's good. My prediction is that, yes, I agree with you, Virgil, that Miz is going to join Final Testament. I do feel like they're probably going to throw him to the Wyatt Six as a sacrifice, pretty much, and then kind of create that angle of truth, and then we'll see what happens after that. But I thought overall, really good segment. And something that I'm really looking forward to. Anything with Wyatt Six right now, I'm always in.
Agreed, agreed. So we go from there to Jackie Redmond backstage with Adam Pearce again, as the F4 coachman mentioned, that Adam Pearce is Jackie is asking Adam Pearce how he plans on getting control of this chaotic night. As he says, that's a great question, and as he's saying that, literally, Seth Rollins jumps Bronson Reed, and they fight again. Officials break it up. Then Kathy Kelly's backstage with Jey Uso. Yeet. He tells her, ironically, he is in the city of brotherly love, but he has no love for his brother. He says, but tonight it's about the Intercontinental title, and he promises that at the end of the night, the people will hear, and still, the Intercontinental Champion, Jey Uso. After that, we have a promo video of Raquel Rodriguez airing, and she cuts a promo on Rhea Ripley, telling her as long as she is around, Rhea will not get her women's title back. She says the only reason Rhea rose to the top is because she was gone, and the smartest thing Rhea can do is walk away, but Rhea won't do that, and since Rhea won't end it, she will. I'm actually not mad at this promo video. I thought this was the strongest Raquel Rodriguez has looked. I actually liked her talking. I like that she added a little bit of her Latina flavor into it as well. Again, I still just think she looks like a doof with Liv Morgan. Like I can't buy that. But I mean, whatever. I guess. What did you guys think of that? And then we'll talk about their match against Damage Control next.
I thought the video package was good. It gives more history and more lore to the feud and explanation why she's going after Rhea. So I'm all for it because for what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long it left out in middle of nowhere with no explanation. So I'm glad that we finally got explanation, and they always put on a banger of a match. So I'm looking forward to it when those two go at it.
Yeah, I thought Raquel's promo was okay. It served its purpose. It, like you said, added some lore for the newer fans of why she is attacking Rhea and everything like that. I don't know. I said this in our group chat. I'm kind of over this storyline, honestly.
They're drawing it out longer than it need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should have been done at Bad Blood. You brought back Raquel. Okay, that's fine. But you botched the championship. Like, if Liv pins Rhea like it's supposed to, this rivalry's done. I feel like that's it. Maybe Raquel and Rhea start something, and that's it. Also, Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 4 on the night. Let's
Good
go.
God Almighty.
Fantasy points going crazy, and King Henry had an 85-yard run to get him in the red zone. That's my guy. Let's go. Fantasy is on fire this night. Like, Raquel and Rhea would have had a feud, and we could look at Liv and Rhea down the line, but probably not because Liv would be losing her title anyways. But now we have to draw it back out. And it's starting to lose that fuel that it had when it first started. And it's just it's more of a nuisance now. Like, yes, we have to have the storyline because it's the women's world championship. Nothing wrong with that. But it's like, can we spice it up somehow? And it's not really spicy right now. It's very bland.
That's also a credit to the division being a little bit weaker compared to the SmackDown too.
Also
so I
true, yes.
That these two are going to be, or three are going to be the main draw till they do some of the draft or Rumble season or call-ups, whenever it is, to spice it up. So right now,
Stratton.
they're just going to write it out.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany Stratton. She needs to be the women's world champion on Raw. I've said it time and time again. SmackDown does not need Tiffany Stratton. You got Bianca and you got Jade over there. You need to move Tiffany over to Raw. This Rhea and Liv Morgan story saga is I mean, they've added another layer to it. At first it was about Dom. Well, at its core, it was because Rhea took out Liv when she was still a heel. And then it went from that to Rhea coming back. I mean, to Liv coming back and getting her revenge tour and taking every single thing away from Rhea. If you're not going to give Rhea the championship, if you're not going to have Rhea win the Rumble, then you need to move on from this. If she's not going to help win the championship back. Like, we need to move on from this. It does not need to be this whole cat and mouse thing every single week, where every single week they come out, her music hits and stuff like that. Like, let's do something on Monday Night Raw, or maybe at Saturday night's main event, where, like I said, where they finish this and it's over with. And then, like I said, then, like I said, I mean, if you take Liv out the picture for a little bit, have her have some other type of issues, and then maybe Rhea and Raquel could have a feud of their own, or like I said, you can have one of the other ladies fight for that women's world championship, but you got to do something because it is getting stale. It's getting old. As we move right along, guys, we have Damage Control versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And if we all could say it together, even you at home, join in with us on three. 1, 2, 3. Piss break.
Piss break.
Football break.
1, 2. Or wait, that one too.
All you need to know about that match is there was no contest because Jackson and Lash Legend beat up Damage Control in the ring after the match. They interfered in the match, and then Liv and Morgan get in the ring. Rhea Ripley's music hits. Out she comes. She beats him up, and then, like I said, and then it's over with. And then she also gets her hands on Dominic Mysterio. I'll keep telling y'all, I really think they're trying to book something where Rhea's going to end up going against Dom in a one-on-one match. It's going to have to happen. Like I said,
Now
it might
that's
even be like in a
spicing it
steel
up.
cage or something.
We need it.
Now that would be spicing it up, and I would love it.
And after that, we see Adam Pearce backstage, and we see Seth and Bronson Reed fighting again. Adam Pearce yells at them and tells them enough. He tells them that there will be a match, Seth Rollins against Bronson Reed at Crown Jewel. Are you guys excited for that?
Yeah. I mean, this might be one of the dark horse matches for the Saudi show, other
Still the
than
show.
the women's. Yep, it's gonna either besides the women's championship match, because we still don't know what's going to happen with Tiffany's situation, who she's going to cash in on, and honestly, the Cody Gunther match is going to be a good one as well. So, I mean, it's going to be a great match.
I would say the one thing that will make this match even better, no disqualification match. Just let them fight it out. And it's going to be match of the night. Now, even if it's if it's just a regular match, I still think it's going to steal the show. But one time, give me a no disqualification match for this. This one deserves it. I want to see.
For sure.
I want to see 7 tsunamis, and then on the 8th tsunami, Rollins gets a chair out or something and hits him.
That'd be pretty good. The next match after that, we have another World Tag Team Championship tournament match. It is the LWO versus American Made. And like I said, this match is pretty good. A lot of back and forth. Obviously, you knew that Zelina Vega was going to get involved with Ivy Nile on the outside, as they did. And like I said, at the end, Rey Mysterio reversed a lift by Julius, and then hit him with a 619, and he tagged in Dragon Lee, and Dragon Lee hit a splash off the top rope. Dragon Lee got the cover and the win. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a pretty good tag team match. You saw a lot of good tag team action. I like that Triple H is putting focus on tag teams and giving tag team action and stuff like that. So, what did you guys think of this match?
Ray and Dragon Lee look fun to watch. They have great chemistry, and I honestly think Dragon Lee is going to be the placeholder for Ray when he's gone, for the luchador wrestler.
Okay.
American Made, I love them, but they're starting to look weak. And I don't know if they need to switch over to SmackDown, or they need to get back with their feud to finish that storyline, because that never had really much of a payoff. Which that's Triple H booking. Just everything's got a later payoff. But they need to do something with American Made. I like them. They're great talent. They just need to do something with them.
Yeah, and I agree. So the match as a whole, in ring wise and everything outside, thought was fine. The decision for LWO to win it, not fine with that. I was very disappointed in that. The only bright spot is confirms that the War Raiders are going to probably face the Judgment Day because and who knows, maybe they throw a curveball and it's actually the New Day, or maybe it is the LWO since they've had some history with the Judgment Day recently. It was frustrating because American Made has this potential, like you said, Fritos, to be something really good. It was okay with the Wyatt Six feud because it still made them look strong even though they got defeated. Now you got them starting, and then you have them lay an egg to Ray Hogan, pretty much. And
Ray
and
Hogan, that's a new one.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I'm starting to think, I know there's talks or like rumors going around about Kurt Angle coming back being the manager, which maybe that's what kicks him in drive.
Yeah.
All right.
And if that's the case, awesome. It's just, it's hard to see it right now. A little bit more.
But for right now, it's kind of hard to just watch them keep losing at this moment.
Yeah. A saying I like, it's hard to see the bigger picture inside the frame. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Hopefully there's a bigger picture.
And he maybe can even lead gosh, what's his name?
Chad Gable
to the Intercontinental Championship too. I mean, who knows? Like, because that's still Chad's goal. I mean, I think 2025 there's big plans in store for American Made. Like I said, don't give up on them yet, Fritos. They have to lose first. You got to lose first before you start winning. I mean, like I said, losing is a great man, a great wrestler, aka Sting, once said losing is way more beneficial in wrestling than winning ever will be. Like I said, because once you lose enough, the fans get behind you and push you, and they're like, "Hey, why isn't that guy winning more? He's actually pretty entertaining, and we want to see him." And then once the fans get behind you, they push you to the moon. So stick with American Made. Give it a little bit. We'll see what happens. After that, Carlito comes into Adam Pearce's office and he tells him that he knows the next challenger for Gunther's world title. He said it's Dominic Mysterio. Pierce begins to laugh. Carlito tells him he is serious. Pierce says if Dominic can beat a former world champion, Sami Zayn. Oh no, wait, Sami Zayn, the former world champion. Who's the former world? Oh, Damian Priest. Gonna make him face Priest. Then he will consider putting him in the title match. That's gonna suck for him. Then Bron does his interview, and I mean, like I said, his music hits as he walks out to the ring. Then Kathy Kelly is backstage with Gunther after the commercial break, and he tells her he will be on SmackDown Friday. He cuts a promo on Cody, but in comes Damian Priest. He tells Gunther that his problems with the Judgment Day, and that's over, and his focus is on the World Heavyweight Championship. And after Gunther comes back from Crown Jewel, Gunther will have a problem with him because he will be champion. Gunther tells him good for him and leaves. So you guys excited for that, about Priest refocusing on that World Heavyweight title?
I am. It just gives Gunther another competitor till whoever rises. Cena probably taking it off of him. I know you're getting all excited there, Virgil. Chill out. But I wouldn't mind.
You can't replace this smile. As happy as I was for Jey Uso winning the IC title, you can only imagine. We might do a whole week's worth of shows about Cena if Cena wins World Championship number 17. We might literally have to break down the match on one show, break down how historic his 17th title run is. Oh my gosh. I might even have a Cena cam with Cena pictures and everything. I might dress up as John Cena. Who knows? We'll see.
Jesus Christ. But I
you brought him up. You brought Cena up. I didn't say anything about him.
I wouldn't mind if they did a tournament, kind of just like how they're doing for the tag team, just to give shine to other guys right now. I mean, they already talked about Dom, and I do believe Dom is a contender for the World Heavyweight probably in 3 or 4 years. But I think too, if they do a tournament other than Priest, because right now I feel like Priest is the heavy, number one contender, especially with the rematch clause. But Finn, to me, he should be one up there as well. So I'd say they should do a tournament and just book it out that way.
Right. Yeah, So I agree with the tournament. What I feel like is going to happen is, yes, it's going to be Priest versus Dominic next Monday to determine who will face Gunther again. And I feel like that's just going to bring Finn out, and they're going to draw out that feud even more with Finn and Damian when it doesn't need to be. I think the one match pay-per-view was a perfect way to just kind of wrap up that storyline, but we're going to draw that one out again. Anything with the Judgment Day right now just feels drawn out.
You mean the street trash?
Yeah, street trash. It is trash. It's been very, very boring with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to do something to spice it up, because I don't take them, and maybe I'm not supposed to, like the new Bloodline. Like, that was the whole thing with the new Bloodline. Maybe we're not supposed to take them seriously, but then, now they are pretty serious, and it's like, okay, cool. I can buy that now. I can buy them being serious, but I don't know. That whole storyline, those two storylines, just something's not right with it.
Mm.
That's all I get. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know.
I mean, it might change when they kick Carlito out. They kind of tease it a little bit. So, I mean, who knows?
That would
I'm
not be
still all
cool.
for. I'm still all for them breaking up the Judgment Day altogether and them going their separate ways altogether. I think the Judgment Day storyline faction has run its course. I think they need to dissolve and move on. And we will move on to our main event, which is the Intercontinental Championship match: Jey Uso versus Bron Breakker. As the bell rings, and the match is underway, both men lay rights and lefts on each other, and they go to commercial break from there. Then they come back from commercial. A lot of commercial breaks during this. I think it was like three commercial breaks during this match. It was a lot of them, too many actually, if you ask me. However, they had to draw this out because they started this match at 8:30, so they had to draw it out. Um, a lot of back and forth, like I said, between the two. And then after they come back from that last commercial break, what do we see? The Bloodline walk down to ringside. Solo holds a Yeet shirt and shows two tickets, one for himself and one for Jacob Fatu. Jay goes to the outside and goes face to face with Solo. He asks him what they want. Come on, Jay, dumb baby face syndrome right there. You know what they want. And then Solo tells him he's trying to help him. Like I said, and they he gets back into the ring after Braun comes out. Then we have Tongaloa at ringside. And like I said, and then like the more the bloodline comes out. They come try to get on the ring apron. The Raw officials comes out. And they throw the bloodline away from ringside. But then Jacob Fatu gets back up from behind the announce table and hits Jay with the super kick. He lands a Samoan drop onto the announce table. Braun gets back up, throws Jay into the ring. Braun runs to the ropes and hits the spear. He goes to the cover and gets the 1, 2, 3, and your new Intercontinental Champion to end the show. Bron Breakker. He is now a two-time Intercontinental Champion. If you didn't see this coming after Friday night, then I don't know what wrestling you were watching. What did you
And they
guys think of
teased
this
it
main
throughout the
event?
whole night they teased it throughout the whole night in social media. I thought the match was good. I mean, Jay and Braun, they got good chemistry in the ring. And honestly, I think it was Big Daddy C that mentioned yesterday's show that they work so well together when it's family. Because I thought Solo was hysterical. Got tickets! I got tickets here for you. I thought that was hysterical. And then the tease. I need Bron Breakker versus Jacob Fatu. That
Yeah, that
feud
would be a
is
really
going
good
to
match.
feed. That's going to
Money.
feed families for generations. Fatu's 7 kids are going to be fed for a while when that happens. So, I mean, this just elevates the bloodline storyline. So, War Games, we know it's going to be the Samoan Civil War. So, I'm looking forward to it. I was talking to Coach before you came on. It feels like the IC title is a little then trade off so much quickly, almost AEW-ish kind of. But I
Mm-hmm.
get it. It's for the Bloodline storyline, so we'll take that hit where the IC just looks a little bit weak, but that's fine for this storyline.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, so I have been very critical on this podcast about Solo Sikoa, and I just want to give him props for what he did tonight. I thought that was great. I think he really was he stole the segment of when Jay was distracted and everything. Also, Bron Breakker versus Jacob Fatu. Cannot wait for that to happen. I got goosebumps when those two faced off against each other because I thought this is gonna be good. And a part of me actually thought that the new bloodline was actually going to help Jay. Like when Fatu and Bron Breakker got face to face, I really thought, oh, this might Fatu might actually hit Breakker and knock him out, and Jay can win the title. And then then it creates kind of a diversion in the story,
Mm-hmm.
little twist. But then eventually it all did come out. I just feel like I knew it was going to happen. I knew Braun was going to win, but it just felt like the way that it did happen just didn't feel the best. Because, I mean, I don't know, it just felt weird when Jacob Fatu kicked Jey Uso, because it's like he's not the one who took out Solo. That was Bron Breakker.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know Jacob Fatu. We all know that.
Yeah.
He says it almost every episode of SmackDown.
I love you, my tribal chief.
Yeah. So why are you going after? And maybe it's because Jay did technically hit Jacob Fatu when him and Braun were in the stare down. Maybe that's more the case. But I just felt like for his character, wouldn't it be better to hit the guy who took out his tribal chief?
Right.
And again, add more to the story of like, oh, okay, so Jay's still the IC title, still the IC champ, and that adds that. Maybe he's not. Maybe he won't come back for war games and everything. I don't know. I just feel like you could have executed it a little bit better, but at the same time, I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. Well, they got the storyline across, and now we have Jey Uso's entry into the War Games match to help out his old bloodline family, the original bloodline, the OBL. I think is that what we'll call them, the OBL.
I think it's OG
OG.
Bloodline now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well the OG bloodline, so we can all assume, but it will be fun to watch it all play out. And just like we got chills when Jimmy hugged Roman at Bad Blood, I'm assuming we will get chills again when we see the Usos return. The Usos return to the bloodline with Roman Reigns by their side.
Think they'll
And
wear their face paint?
no. However, how does Sami Zayn get entered into this storyline to be the fourth person, the fourth team member? That's the next question, because nobody's seen or heard from Sami Zayn in months, and well, not in months, and what about 2 or 3 weeks. So
Never. Oh,
yeah, so we'll have to see how it all plays out, and you make sure that you like, subscribe, follow us on all of our socials that we have here. We appreciate you for listening to the Raw Re-Up for 1021 episode. Thank you guys so much. And we'll be back Friday night for SmackDown. Until then, peace.
yeet.